Hi guys, and welcome to a coffee chat. I'm Dr. Boomer Brown with Doing Good at Work, and thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to invest in your life to make your life better. Well, we've been talking over the last few weeks about discovering who I am and looking at you and discovering who you are. How are you made on the inside, and how is this manifested in the world? And we've encouraged you to work from the inside out to let the inside, who you are, really shape how you view the world and how you handle all the different things in the world. Well, we introduced you several weeks ago to this model, trichotomous man, three parts, a body, a soul, and a spirit. And then we broke it down a little bit. We said that the body is how we communicate with the outside world through our five senses. We talked about the soul being made up of three parts, the mind, the will, and the emotion. And last week I shared a little bit about the spiritual part of you in the very core of your nature. Well, these are the parts of a human being in a very simplistic form. Yes, we're much more complicated. And today I want to talk to you about this. So what does this mean? Why would I even be concerned about this? Well, what I want you to help you to see today is this. If something is going on in your life, it usually manifests in one of these three areas. Then the three areas kind of collaborate in the manifestation, and it can compound any situation. So let me give you some examples of where people might experience difficulties with one of these three areas and how they may manifest themselves. Let's start with the body. When we start having issues in our physical body, maybe we can't sleep. Maybe we're having difficulty with movement. We have back pain. Or we have blood pressure issues. All of the physical things that you can think about happening to you. This may be predicated by a particular disease or malfunction in the human immune system. There's lots of things that are happening inside the human body, but when they manifest, it usually affects our mind, our will, and our emotions. Well, let me show you this. If we get into our soul and we start talking about things that kind of go awry inside the soul, what we see there is our mind can be double-minded. We can have too many choices. We can have too many things on our minds. Again, it might be a neurological issue. You know, our minds might be firing and neurons might be firing out of order. We might have some problems with our filtering systems. There's lots of things that can happen in the mind, but then it somehow or another manifests itself in our emotions, and we get angry, or we get overly stimulated easily, or there's other sadness and depression. There's all kinds of malfunctions that happens inside of our human body. Not to mention our will. We become demotivated, or we're so frustrated we get angry and we're going to force the issue. There's so many manifestations when this happens, and it can be very frustrating. You know, I know when I've got issues, I can't sleep, I don't feel like eating, I've got some kind of physical owie, something's bothering me. You know, it just really starts to play on my mind, my will, and emotions. And that's not even bringing into light what happens inside of our spirit. We get discouraged. We don't have any hope. We lose the desire sometimes to live. You know, when I talk about all these things, we're talking about mental health, and we're talking about how you mentally work your way through the changes in our life. And the truth is this: I'm getting older, maybe you're getting older, things are changing physically, things are changing mentally and emotionally, and I'm struggling some days, and I need help. So understanding this model is very important. It's not just that you're a dysfunctional, useless person. You're a single person that is very important. And in the prospects of living your life, if you haven't already, and maybe you are right now, you will experience some of these things in your human life. So my question is, what do you do with that? If this is who I am, if life is changing, if I go through a disability, if I lose the ability to do certain things in my life, if I'm having mental health disorders, if all this is hitting me, what do I do? How do I handle those things? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about going forward from here, and why this model is so important to understand, because we need to understand the things that are happening in our lives, and then we need to get the kind of help and assistance to help us process those things. We were not made to do this alone. We are made to do this with each other. The truth is, we need one another. And you'll become a better person when you understand where you are, who you are, what's going on, and getting the kinds of help that can help you process all that's happening in your life. I hope that you will come back next week to a coffee chat. I'm going to start drawing a box, and I'm going to show you the 5 primary areas of your life. And I'm going to try to give you a way of dealing with the changes in your life that'll help you. That's why we exist at Doing Good at Work. We're here to help you because you matter. And I hope that if you need any kind of help in any way, that you'll reach out to us. They're free downloadable pieces of information. You can send us an email. We'll connect you to a mental health first responder. We can even make different types of referrals if you need them. There's lots of things we can do. But what I know is true, if you don't share where you are with us in confidentiality, we can't know how we can help you. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in each week to a coffee chat. We hope this is beneficial to you. We believe that you apply the teachings and the things that we share with you here, that it will change your life and it will make your life better. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you next time on a coffee chat.